Hey Sparks, and hello to my new viewers and subscribers. Montina Young Portis here, and y'all know my mission with this channel is to inspire, educate, and share information with you that will help you thrive in life and thrive in business. And if that sounds good to you, subscribe. All right, so today I want to talk about how to find a business coach. I was on Instagram a few weeks ago, and there basically was like all this little talk around, something about fake ass business coaches. And then when I watched the IG video that the girls created, they seemed like they were fake ass business coaches too. And so I thought, you know what, this is nothing to bash. I'm just giving you my experiences and what I look for before I hire someone, or what I would look for before I would hire a personal one-on-one business coach, which I don't do anymore, but what I would look for. So with my experiences, I've been in business full-time for 5 years, in business 6 years. And I've had like a nonprofit business that I've had, what else have I done? For-profit, my organic life products, I had a bunch of consultants, and I've always been, engaged with a coach. I've been in business groups. I think I'm gonna say the first one I paid. I paid Sandy Krakowski. I've worked with Jim Cockrum. I worked with Suzanne Evans, Sandy Krakowski, Mike Arcee, Billie Jean is marketing. So I'm just gonna throw some names out there. And I've worked with some of them one-on-one. From my experience, it just wasn't the best investment of my time and my resources. From my experiences, I thrive when I'm in groups. So I've thrived when I've been in business groups. I've also found that for me, I don't want to work with business coaches that don't sign a non-disclosure agreement. And that's why I prefer to work with SBDC. I also would suggest that if you're working with a business coach, they sign an NDA, that they cannot steal your ideas. I would also suggest that you really look at their lives and their businesses and ask yourself, is this, really what I would like to be like if you're paying someone? And I paid anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Jim Cochran's was $7,500 for, I think it was like a mastermind. I think I talked to him twice on the phone, met with the mastermind once, went to one event, and that was it. I was very disappointed. And I would suggest doing this. If you're gonna work with a business coach, ask to actually speak to at least 3 of their former clients. I would do my due diligence and research them online. Make sure they have actually had a business. Y'all, some of you out here are like, you're a business coach and you've never had a business. You've never had employees. You've never had a space, and shame on you. You're liars. I really think that you don't have integrity when you're doing things like that. You need to have a business to understand business. And so for me, I typically will look at the business. Do they have an online business, or do they have an offline business? Are they face-to-face with people? What type of things are they teaching? And go and really follow them. I've also noticed that for me, I from a one-on-one standpoint, trying to think other things, for me, certifications are important, and national certifications and federal. So those are questions that, I've had to kind of talk through and walk through. Vistage might be really good for you because they have vetted these coaches. At least, I don't know, I met one that said she was going to be a coach, and I was like, really? I don't think she's been in business long. But most of them are really vetted. And then you're in the room with other business owners. I joined a CEO cohort recently, $3,000, complete waste of my money. And I asked for my money back, and I was like, look, I don't need somebody to get up and lecture me for 3 hours about things that aren't topics that are relevant to my business. And so don't be afraid to understand what their refund terms look like. Understand month to month, what are we going to talk about? One of my coaches, I feel like, they were an accountability partner. I don't need an accountability partner. I got kids. Y'all know I was a homeless woman, literally. Remember, I have this article, homeless, literally. I don't need that type of motivation. And so I need to know, what are we going to discuss every single month? And so that's why I recommend these national certification programs, because you're going to get certified. I'm in some mentor protege programs, and you literally, somewhere on my desk, but I have like what are your goals? Establish your goals up front with that coach. What are we going to do? What are we going to talk about? What is this going to look like? What does success look like to you? What does success look like to them? So ask a lot as they're kind of interviewing you, they might just be great salespeople. I bet a lot of these coaches are just great salespeople, but they're not great coaches. So make sure that as they're asking you questions, you're asking them questions. And if you're paying $12,000 for that program, how much money are you going to make back from that program? I made money from my programs, but I found that in some of these coaching programs, and I've been in like 7-figure agency, like a lot of different ones, there were some instances where I felt like they were gaining more from me than I was from them. And I've had coaching groups where they say, wow, we're going to learn together. Well, no. Because I'm paying you to learn from you. You're not paying me, so I want to learn from you. Now, this shouldn't be a two-way street in terms of learning and leveraging, because I'm paying you. So, again, I'm kind of passionate about this. Ask a lot of questions. I just don't recommend one-on-ones. I recommend Small Business Development Center, SBDC, SBA if you want federal contracts, and I recommend joining the right associations, which I'm going to talk about in an upcoming video, but $100, $500, $300. And I've coached people. I think at one point I charged them $500 or $1,000 a month. I don't know. And I really made sure that they got results, because there was a guilt there for me. Like, you got to get results. And I think at the time, did I go into business full time? But they did. I just taught on my expertise. YouTube, people set up clarity meetings with me. I only speak about my expertise on where I am now and where I desire to be. Just my expertise. Okay. And then sometimes I'm like, just set up some time with me. One guy was like, can you coach me every single week, 15 minutes? No, I don't want to. I said, that's not my expertise. But I'm not that type of individual. I give you so much information that you don't need to come back to me every single week. So I don't know. How to find a business coach is kind of what I'm titling this. So I would say first go to your SBDC and at least talk through it with them. Look for a group. Look at their real results. If their 100% business is coaching other people and you're their cash cows, but they've never had a business, they've never had employees, they've never had an office, then guys, stop falling for the okie doke. But look at their areas. If they're teaching, digital and they have a large presence, dig deeper, okay? How long have they been online? Because I've been on YouTube 10 years, and 10 years ago, it was easy to get lots of subscribers to one specific types of videos. So I hope that helps on how to find a coach, but those are my experiences. But number one, research. Number two, I'd say, my suggestion is make sure they sign an NDA that they cannot steal your ideas. Number three, understand it's not a two-way street from a coaching standpoint. I learn from you, you learn from me. No, I'm paying you to learn from you. Number four, check out the other resources that might be available. And like I said, make sure that they've really been in business. You cannot teach business and you haven't been in business. You, my dear, whether you're a man or woman, are a fraud. And if that's what you're doing, you're a fraud. All right, y'all, as always, let me know below if you've decided to go with SBDC or SBA because they're free for federal contracting or for just building a business or starting a business or growing a business. Otherwise, I don't coach with anyone one-on-one. I don't pay anyone for coaching. Am I in any group coaching? I don't think I'm in any group coaching, but I am going to talk about the associations that I'm a part of. So hope this helps. If you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.